All right, good morning traders. Welcome to the All Markets webinar. This is Bruce at Bookmap, and we'll be going through live order flow analysis in real time. The goal here is to understand the participants in the auction process via the order flow in Bookmap so that we can gain an edge or insight from that and look to see where price might go next. And you can do that with order flow, which is the advantage. We've had our every Wednesday now. We've kind of switched the time. We might switch it again, actually, trying to get everyone on board with different times and different days here. But Wednesdays, 8:30 a.m., our onboarding webinar. It's about a half hour long. If you're new to Bookmap and you want to understand when you log into bookmap.com and download the platform, also how to subscribe to data if you need it. You will need to bring in data to Bookmap or subscribe to data from the bookmap.com website. We'll show you the process. Then we'll open up Bookmap and get up and running with some symbols. That's the goal of the onboarding webinar, and we're here to help you through the process. Also, our supply and demand course and setups here is on the bookmap.com website. Let me show you where that is. It's exclusively on the Learning Center. So if you guys have any questions on how to use Bookmap or setups or how these markets behave and understand the auction process, go to bookmap.com, click on education right here. That'll take you to the Learning Center. This is our hub for everything regarding education. All right, so here's the new supply and demands course here, yep, it's got 10 different setups in here, many of which we will go through during this webinar. All right, so it's exclusively on the Learning Center, and go check it out. We're also having our Bookmap Desk competition, and I'll show you that here. It's pretty cool. So I've got some pretty amazing setups out there. All you have to do to participate is take a photo of your Bookmap Desk and then post it on Twitter or X, Instagram, or LinkedIn, and then put the hashtag Bookmap Desk, and that's it. Okay, and you can see all sorts of things in here that I mean, crazy setups some people have. I mean, just so many different monitors, and here's we have some of our educators in here. Scott Pulsini has his wall of this guy with his dog, a couple of dogs in here, yeah, here's Jay Trader, and where's Scott? Scott's in here a couple times. Here's Doug Pless. Here's Jay Trader. I mean Scott. And then actually here's mine. I've got kind of a modest one, but I've got two different desks. So that's nice. Yeah, here's Scott again. All right. So anyway, if you want to partake, that's how you do it. You have 10 days left. $1,000 for the first prize plus Bookmap with data. Second place is $500 with Bookmap and data, and third place is Bookmap and data for I think 3 months. Anyway, all right, we'll skip this over with the Academy, but building out your playbook, if you guys are interested in the Bookmap Academy, this is the process we're going to go through today as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. And looking at the impetus, what's moving the markets, our higher time frame key levels, developing strategies and scenarios, and then we get to our setup and trade our setup. Okay. All right. General disclosure: all Bookmap limited materials, information, and presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice nor recommendations. Risk disclosure: trading futures, equities, and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. So know the risks involved, especially during this webinar. We may take live positions, but I'll show you here. It is in demo paper trading mode. It is not a trading room. All right, so you can see I'm in live trading down here in the lower right hand corner. However, up here in the trading control panel, you can see that I'm in the demo sim account that we offer, so that you can forward test strategies and also just concepts, and we'll go through a lot of that here in Bookmap. Okay, let me see, any questions for now? Else we'll just start diving in. Okay, no questions. Okay. And I'll share this link to the Learning Center and the setups over YouTube. There you go. All right. Okay. All right, we're looking at the S&P E-mini, let's go through the process here. Look at all this high liquidity up in here filled right before the cash open. Even more of a push just before it, and then we see the move back down below the swings here, and then a move right back up into high liquidity up here at 60.70. Everyone has rolled over now, I guess, to the new contract, the September contract. So you would input ESU5 for Bookmap data, also for Rhythmic. Okay. Other data providers, I forget what it is on CQG. I think it's EP or something like that. Anyway, all right, what do we see at the moment here? Well, now we're starting to trend down, and we're hitting high liquidity here at 45, and we're below some of the swings in here. Okay, so kind of interesting. Yep, let's looking for this liquidity here to fill. Okay, want to see these passive buyers here get filled by aggressive sellers. So red dots hitting into the heat map here. Okay, these layers of liquidity. Look at this, some nice stuff right off the bat there. Look at this larger player here, which was very high liquidity. Okay, it was red. In fact, it was 128 contracts. Our large lot tracker showing probably, I don't know, 80, contracts or so at that high level. And then he pulled it and added it down here. And look what the effect was on price. Okay, it repelled price. Right. So for those of you just wanting to get an understanding of liquidity and how it works, I think this is a good example of longer term liquidity and short term high liquidity. Okay, and this is kind of like a spoof here. It appears, but is it really a spoof? And no, it is not. Here's why: it just transacted. Okay, so this trader here, this larger player, just transacted. Okay, so he had intent to trade. He wasn't trying to manipulate the market. Good morning, Stephen. Let's see. Good morning, everybody. Snowman, Nuke, Alois, Rob, trading his life, and Leah. Okay. All right. Well, let's see what else we get going here. Okay. So it just transacted, and we're in this downtrend here. Okay, pretty nice downtrend from after seeing this move up into high liquidity up in here, and no follow through. Booyah Chaka. Okay. Welcome. People over on our Discord channel. Well, as you know, we had some issues with our, we roll gated it, and you will need to provide your bookmap.com credentials, your email in order to enter. But at the moment, we had some problems with it. So, it's open now. You do have access. So if you guys want to come over and check it out in our Discord channel, do so. You'll find the link from bookmap.com, back just from that learning center like I showed you here under community. Here it is right here, and you'll go to the Discord channel. All right. Okay. All right, well, let's see here. Let's take a big step back here now, because we see the day's action here, which is kind of interesting. So far, you can see like this whole level in here, pretty important level, right around 60.52, just below 50, or above 50. And then look at the move up, high liquidity getting filled, the move down, now high liquidity getting filled on the bid. Okay, so, and we continue to trend down here. All right, let's take a look. So this is the day's action here. Let's take a look at our higher time frame in here, and very gappy, as you guys can see. We're looking at the hour chart, and also it's going to be really gappy in here too, because of the rollover from Rhythmic, I believe. And I don't know when Rhythmic rolled over, but anyway, here's the daily over here on the left hand side, and you can see like how, like, it's just incredible to me that these markets are still so strong in light of all the geopolitical stuff that's going on. And you can see that we moved down below the swing here, and we're just down to the swing here, back on what, this was Friday, last week, the 13th here, just down to that swing. And then we kind of closed up. We see buyers come in, and then look how we Monday, we have big day to the upside here. Here's Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm sorry, this was the 13th, so that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Something's off here. Anyway, what's happening at the moment is you can see like some real big wicks on both sides in here. So market is still, though these are green candles, it's still making and closing up near the highs up in here. Okay, so that's bullish. And you can see the hourly chart, these massive gaps and swings in here. Today opened up on the 15-minute candle stick chart here. We opened up way up here, and now we can see this is that downtrend that we're currently watching. Okay, so we'll see. We see a little bit of buying coming in right now with the wick here, but boy, that's a huge gap. Where are we going to find buyers? Okay, well, you can see we tried up here 3 times. 1, 2, 3. You can see big wick on the first candle, very small wick here, and then another try here, and then sellers come in pretty hard. Okay, that is this move here. All right, and into high liquidity along the way in here. So this is where we start to put together the understanding of liquidity. Passive sellers up here getting filled on the offer, and then we see the aggressive sellers then start to come in and move price lower. Okay, so where are we going to go to find those buyers? Okay, well, they're going to be on the bid, and they're going to be in here. So high liquidity in here, getting filled, and we can see that we're still sell side here, but we just kind of broke a small structure right here. Okay, but let's put some bigger structure on this here, because we want to understand the order flow around the structure. Okay, now I'm going to draw a couple of different structural lines in here, diagonal line, as well as as horizontal lines as well. Okay, so you can see we broke this one here, but we have not broken this other more shallow trend line here, diagonal line. Good morning, Singh. Okay. All right, and now another question is this enough of passive accumulation here then to find aggressive accumulation by these volume dots in here. Okay, so have we traded into these areas of high liquidity, filled them, and then do we see the aggressive buyers now? And not yet, not yet. You can see we're still trending down here. Okay, so I am still looking for these sellers to hit the bid into 44 and then also down to 42 and 40. See if there's any questions. Good morning, Laura. Okay. Excellent. What's the difference between stops and icebergs on chart and sub chart? Yep. Thank you, Alois. Perfect. Yep. You can see it here as well. I've got the stops and icebergs on the sub chart here. Okay. The way I have it set up in here, I can go through the settings if you like, but on chart we can also see them here, and it's very precise. Like well, you can get it very precise here on chart, but the sub chart doesn't miss anything. And what do I mean? Well, just to keep the text in the indicator here at a minimum, we can aggregate the stops and icebergs together, and it may differ a little bit than what you see in the sub chart here. I mean, the data is all correct, it's all there. It's just that sometimes you might get 1115 and then 25, and so it aggregated it maybe into 100 here on the sell side. Okay. All right, interesting. All right, so now we're starting to trade up and test this structure here, right? And we're starting to see a breakout now. Okay, interesting. Is that enough? Do we get enough aggressive buyers in here? Okay, still looking for a bit of a pullback here. Boy, is that it? I'm looking for a bigger pullback than that. Maybe down to here, and we can set an order there actually. And let's jump back to our higher time frame here. Okay, so yeah, we can see some buying wicks in here. So right now, just kind of looking for, again, putting these pieces together with that passive liquidity here getting filled. And then we're going through one of the setups in here, the trend line break and accumulation. This is on the Learning Center here. Let me show you where. Okay, so from the course here, click on that, and then it's this video here, trend line break and accumulation. Okay, and this is a setup we're kind of looking for right now. Okay, because we're in this downtrend and we just see lots of liquidity getting filled in here. So we're kind of waiting, watching to see if we can get aggressive buyers in here, and they're starting to come in. Okay, so we got filled on the pullback here. We weren't buying the we see the structural break, but then we're looking for a pullback. Now the question is, do we get follow through on that buy side? Okay, so actually we got a pretty nice fill here, and I can cover why I placed it there, the limit buy, and it looks like I really bottom ticked it here. That's pretty lucky. Yeah, that's extremely lucky. But let's see here. Okay, so anyway, I put it here not only because it's the backside of this trend line here, but this is where those buyers came in, right in here, right? So it's a pullback, and about halfway, of this range in here would be somewhere right in here actually, and I wanted a few ticks higher here. Okay, so that's the reasoning here. Hope that makes sense. And now again, this is actually one of the setups as well on a very small time frame, looking for pullback and continuation. Okay? And that's this setup here, this low volume pullback here. Okay, and we can demo this many times over. Okay, so now you can see like sellers coming in. What happened here? Well, we just traded up to this high liquidity here, filled it, and then now we see the sellers retesting, okay, coming right back into this area here. Are we going to find buyers now? Okay, big question. Okay, so let's see here. We just filled, or we just traded into this area here where there's some liquidity, and let's see if we get some buyers now. Okay, this is not a low volume pullback, but this one is here. Okay, look at the volume in here. More buyers, very little sellers, more buyers. Okay, now this is not it. Okay, retesting this zone. And let's see it here. Let's see if we get more buyers. And we're looking for our buyers up here, green dots up here. Accumulation, again, aggressive accumulation. And we're not getting it. More sellers come in. Let's see if we get a retest back up here. Nope, stopped out. Okay. All right. Well, let's go over this here. And this is one of the, like I said, one of the setups in here, this trend line break and accumulation setup. What happened in here? Right. In fact, in the video, we cover that you would look to take some off at the top of the range in here. Okay, so instead we didn't. We were looking for those aggressors to come in, and the sellers came in, and I thought we'd get more aggressors here to try to trade back up here. We did not. The sellers came in, hit the bid hard, and traded into and through now all this high liquidity here on the bid. And there we go again. Okay, high liquidity again here around 36. Okay, pretty strong move here. A lot of volume behind it. Okay, trading into, let's see if we can trade into 30 here. Just trading into and through 30. Okay, and let's see if we can get some aggressors coming in now. We see maybe a slight structure here. Yeah, here they go. Okay, and I'm looking for these buyers to try to take it back up to where it just traded through here at 40. Okay, as a pullback here. And No buyers yet. Well, there we go. Let's see if they can muster a move back up here. And right here is where we need to see them. And let's see it, buyers. Let's see how much buying pressure you have. Okay, maybe some profit taking. Okay, back up to the top of the structure here. I'm actually looking for this structure to break here. But that's probably a good place to consider reducing some risk right there. Got high liquidity just above the structure. And maybe get a small little continuation pattern out of this. Let's see if we get our buyers right here and the push higher. Very thinly traded in here, as you profile guys can see. Let's see it, buyers back up to here where it dropped from. Just float back up is what we're looking for here. We start to see those big sellers come in, we'll just exit the position. Now, we're looking for a bit of a squeeze though, and we do see some stops being hit on the way up here. Okay, so we're filled up here at 40, and that's it, right? We have some high liquidity here. We have a reason here. High liquidity got filled in here. This is where it really dropped from, with maybe a little bit higher here, maybe 43 or 44. But this was the reason that we put our take profit up here. Okay. So anyway, and we'll look onward to the next opportunity here. All right, let's see here. A couple of questions over in YouTube. Let's see. Oh, good Lord. I don't know. Waterjohn, like if America joins a war here, how will that affect? It'll affect everything. Gold, oil, everything. I have no idea. Look, I am shocked to see how the euro gained strength after all this geopolitical stuff instead of the dollar. Dollar used to be the safe haven. I mean, it makes sense in retrospect, but still, you would still think like, no, dollar is still safer. But we see the the euro gaining strength and the dollar losing strength. Okay, so the correlations are kind of messed up. Well, they're just different. That has to do with a lot of different things. Let's look at crude, for example. Now we're starting to see a bit of a spike here in crude, and a nice little pullback here. Let's see if we can get more buyers in. Anyway, yeah. So what about gold? Let's take a look here. Gold has been going up. Okay, stocks have been going down. Gold is going back up. Yeah, just between high liquidity here at 33.80 and 92 at the moment. Let's jump back to the S&P. Okay. Tom, you have a question. I have a good presentation of Bookmap. Thank you. And others being pirates. Yeah, pirate traders and Robert Rother. Yeah, they're awesome. They're awesome. Oh, we've got some great educators over here. Yeah, I mean, we have a whole lineup. Thank you, Tom. Really appreciate it. Let me just show you back on the Learning Center. If you go to the Learning Center homepage here, you know, we've got these courses here, how to connect and, you know, order flow phenomena, all this kind of stuff. But scroll down a little bit further, you'll see all of our events. Okay, so for today, there's only 2 events we have. So mine, which is currently going, and then right after is Tom B. So in the Traders Lab. So he'll be right. I end at 11:30, so in another hour, and then he goes at 11:30 to 1. These are East Coast times in here, and then here's Charles, Pirate Trader, Pirate Traders on Monday mornings at 9 a.m. Then me, Tom, Doug will be after that. Options trader, as you guys know, and 1:30 to 2:30. This is all day Monday. Look at all these events on Monday. Okay, so we have on Monday we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 events. One is in Brazilian Portuguese with Everton, and then 4 p.m. market close. We have Dharma Trading. We have Spencer. Excellent trader, crypto trader. Okay, so we're covering multiple markets, multiple languages, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, really, it's really great that we have all these great educators here, and very happy that we can bring that to you guys. Okay. Yeah, Alois, it was like what, like a year ago or maybe more, maybe a year and a half or something. We were below parity on euro dollar. Obviously that was because of the you know, high interest rates, and what becomes that, like, well, obviously people are going to pour money into the dollar for the higher interest rates, and that's because of inflation. You know, that was you know, during Biden's administration, and you know, basically, you know, he overdid the response was with a very nice package to respond to COVID and the pandemic. And that, you know, saved a lot of people, saved a lot of jobs, saved you know, the economy. If there wasn't a response, it would have been devastating, no question about it. It was a bit much, maybe as overblown as a package, and that's what I believe, you know, or a lot of others, that was what led to the inflation, and that is, you know, pretty much under control. So now it's really about I think these geopolitical tensions, tariffs, the big beautiful bill coming out, and I think a lot of you know, interest rate traders, or a lot of pretty savvy traders around the globe are thinking, well, you know, I don't think the dollar is as strong, and if and the traders are telling us, okay, that maybe it's too much debt, maybe the U.S. can't handle it, maybe it's not worth as much. Okay, so we're seeing euro strength. I mean, there's no question we're seeing euro strength. Anyway, I'm not going to get political. We do not get political in here at all. This is about trading and finding opportunities. If something is mispriced, we look for the opportunity. All right. Let's see what else is happening in here. And any questions? Anonymous, hello. Okay, what trade I just took and what was my thought process behind it? Sure. Yeah, one thing I didn't look at here was much of a higher time frame. You know, what we were looking at earlier in the trade we took earlier in here was that we're going to break this structure. We're seeing lots of liquidity getting filled on the bid. We break the structure that we had marked up here, and then we got in on the pullback here. Okay, and then we're looking for the aggressive buyers to come in. Okay, same idea in here on this trade as well. Okay, so now here we have very high liquidity filled here on the bid around this 40 level, and you can see massive selling coming in, hitting the bid hard, driving price lower, drives it into high liquidity down here at 30. Okay, this is key, right? So and that was what I was reacting off of. There's a high liquidity in here, okay, getting filled on the bid, and now I can very easily you know, look at some structure here, like this structure here. Look at how quickly, and look at the angle of it, etc. How quickly it came in and move price, you know, quite a bit lower. Okay, so from you know, 40 here, but really, you know, way up here around 50 down to 30. So 20-point move in you know, 3 minutes or so. Okay, so now I think it's overdone. I know high liquidity just got filled here. I'm looking for that structure to break. I'm looking for some buyers to come in, and they did. Okay, yeah, the risk here is very, very clear. That you can see that price pulled back after trading up into some high liquidity up in this area here, and then it chopped around in here, traded up into the high liquidity. Now this would be another good area to take some profit, and I decided not to. And what my decision was on that was that I would imagine after this big sell-off that we're due for you know, it's oversold, and we're looking for some more aggressive buyers to come in, at least retest this area up here at 40. Okay, and then heck, you know, look, I top ticked it here. That's another lucky thing here, right? But right in front of that high liquidity. Okay, now you may think, oh, you know, it just traded it and whatever, but you can see I got filled after it traded into after these traders here. So I would have, I mean, what I'm trying to say is our simulator's quite good. This is sim or demo paper trading mode, and the way it works is that liquidity will all have to trade, and then my trade will get filled. Okay, if it's a limit order like this. So we got lucky on that one, right to the tick, and then you can see price coming back again, though, right? Back up into these areas here. Okay, so anyway. That was my process. My stop down here, just below the swing. And look at the sellers come right back in now. Okay, after, again, like, you know, we have this high liquidity here, traded up through it, and then look at the sellers come in and hit hard here. Okay, pretty nice momentum. Boom, right into 30. Okay, pull back, and let's see if we get some more selling here. There we go. All right, look at that, into 25 as well. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just not quick enough on this one to grab that. And that's more of a momentum trade here, but I would have probably taken some profit at 30, for sure at 25. Good morning, Laura. All right. Anonymous, again, like, you know, being very transparent about the process in here. Again, I would go check out that video here from that learning center. Supply and demand setups. It's right here. Trendline break and accumulation. Okay, so it's the same thing we looked at earlier here as well. You can see they're both counter trend trades, but what I find, especially during these webinars, it's a little easier to take the counter trend trade just because there's time to kind of wait and get involved. Whereas the trend trade, you know, was happening pretty fast here. Okay. All right, let's take a step back here, like and look at the bigger picture here. Okay, trending down, and let's look at our candlestick chart here. Okay, so our 15-minute chart, look how we're just trading into this zone here below the swing from yesterday or a couple days ago. I imagine we'll see some buying here, and you know, a push back up. Okay, well, let's see if we get it here. Let's look at the order flow in here as well. High liquidity, high liquidity, high liquidity still in here. Okay, so yeah, I imagine we're going to see some, let's see if we get some accumulation by the buy side though. Okay, high liquidity in here getting filled as well. Look at this, icebergs on both sides here, so not getting too much clarity at the moment. High liquidity on both sides. Okay, interesting. Now we're going to get some more sellers in here, or we're going to get our buyers. Okay, let's see if we get our sellers again here and then hit into and go to lows here. Let's see if we can do this. Maybe down to 20. Okay, high liquidity again here filled. Okay, still here in the order book. Okay, so yeah, we don't see them tangle with that 25.25 here. Now we're getting our buyers. Okay, some buying on the bid there. Look at that high liquidity right underneath it here. Oh, there they go. Okay, so they did trade it now. All right, so more liquidity filled on the bid at a higher level here. And let's see if we can still fill this 25 level. There they go. Okay. And that's a lot of liquidity getting filled in here. And still more selling down to lows. Okay, 20 is the next level here. Let's take a look at, are we oversold? Let's take a look at that in here. We'll look at, I'll take stops and icebergs off here for a moment. We'll add CVD, and I know a lot of you guys look at the market pulse tool, so we're going to do that as well. We're going to add in market pulse, volume pressure, and then we're going to select the ESU here. This regular ESU, there it is. And hit play. Okay, and I'm just going to use the default settings here. All right. Well, CVD, I mean, all of this selling in here, we don't see a kind of a turnaround yet of buying. You don't need CVD or market pulse to understand that. We're just looking for oversold. You still see, look at the volume dots, look at the volume bars in here. There's still more selling than buying, and CVD is also confirming that right now. Okay, well, it's Friday. I don't know. I mean, we're going to trade down to the figure here. The big figure, 6,000. Shark, I see you typing here. This is your setup for the oversold. I'm just looking for confluences. Yeah, happy Friday. You know, around certain areas, key levels. Okay, key levels, high liquidity as well. Still seeing selling pressure come in, but we just went below the swing low of that 15-minute chart. Okay, let's see if that's enough here. We found some buyers back up to 27. $552 contracts, one trader holding the vast majority of that, almost all of it. A large lot tracker here showing that. Yeah, they do make a good target up here. Absolutely, Shark. Okay, another you know, area of high liquidity just transacted here. Remember though, what we're looking for is that turnaround in order flow or transactions. Okay, so we want to see all of this accumulation here passively. And then we're looking for that turnaround with the aggressors here. Okay, and now is that it? No, not yet. That's a lot though. Okay, again, high liquidity filled. It's getting better now, down at 15, 60, 15. All right, I'm going to look for some buyers to come in here at this point. See if they can, and we're going to look at a structural break here again. Here. Broke. I do not see that aggressive accumulation yet. So we can edit that. There we go. That's better. High liquidity on the bid now, and reaction is buyers. Again, look at that, aggressive underneath here. This is passive liquidity, but on the bid, but it's pretty aggressive. It's up at a higher level, very close to current price. Okay, it transacted. All right, yeah, I'm looking for these aggressors here. Let's see if we can get them here at 20. Pull back and a push here. No, there they are. Okay, now where are they going to go here? Well, 22 looks pretty good, but I liked Shark's idea here. That's 534 contracts up here. Let's see, Alois, you have a question here. Do you think it's a good idea why this happens very often in crude oil? I'm not sure. I will check, Alois. I've also seen it. I believe what's happening there is probably this inconsistency in the data, the MBO data. So, for example, what might happen is a very minute, very small disconnect and reconnection. And when that happens, the MBO data is going to be different. Used to show a yellow line when that happened. Okay, so you'd see a very thin vertical yellow line to kind of mark and show you, wow, you know, I mean, there was at least you're aware that the MBO data at that point might be inconsistent, okay, compared to other traders. We always got this feedback from traders. Well, your MBO data is different than mine, yeah, I know it does happen often. I'll have to double check and get back to you on that. All right. Laura Croft, all right, welcome. And let's see here. I want to look at gold, E-cycle. Okay, gold is starting to pick up here. Okay, we just had a pullback. I cannot, oh, actually, you know what? I can trade in gold here. I've got my Rhythmic account set up. Yeah, cool. 30. And let's see if we can get a breakout here. And maybe I'll set a limit order down here. All right, let's jump back to that S&P. About someone's asking about the something might have just happened. Okay. Okay. No, so kind of chopping around in here, and these guys pulled up here. So that target has been pulled. Okay, so I still have that order set here in Crude. All right, we can get the breakout here. No, not yet. Guys, one thing we talked about all week or even last week was this kind of probing and testing areas. Okay, and this is behavior you see all the time in many instruments. It's I think it's better in the S&P or NASDAQ, but you can see it here in Crude. It just retested this little zone in here, right? So buyers come up, test up here, sellers come down, test down the bottom of this range here, and then see how there's more buyers building here. Okay, well then this is where we can get that weak top edge, and we can look for a potential break of it here. Okay, so this would be a weak top edge. See all this buying, or see all these transactions up here. Okay, now it's not. It's actually, now we see the sellers come back down and retest another area. Okay, so we're looking for getting filled on that. Okay, maybe we want to go down lower. Maybe we want to go down to this swing here. Right, I'm going with this one here, and I'm looking for sellers to hit that, and then we'll see if I get filled here. All right, so we're filled. Okay, and then where are we looking for this to go? Well, top of the range. And now we might, because of this weak top in here, all of these transactions up at this area in here, we can rotate back up and find more buyers. I imagine we'll break out from this 87 level, and then maybe we can get up to 90 then. If not, then we're just going to get out here. If we see sellers down at this 85 level, we'll just get out. Okay, and I'm not seeing too many buyers right now, so it's not looking too great. In fact, where is my stop? Oh, 430. Holy cow. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, looks like we'll take a small loss on this, but so I'm just looking at this top edge in here, like I said, weak, and then if we can come back and revisit it. And we got our pullback here, but it's on heavy volume here on the sell side. So okay, large lot tracker in here, larger players holding liquidity up in these levels here. Okay, now let's see if we can get back up here, right? This is what we're looking for, and then we're looking for the breakout. Okay, so we're getting our transactions here, so it's looking pretty good. Now, because of all of these sellers in here, I'm looking for this to be a trap, and I'm looking for buyers to have to, or these sellers have to cover, and this can fuel the breakout move here. Okay, so I'm looking for more here. Now we've got our stop here. We'll just move it up to break even plus, and I'm looking for the breakout, right? And let's see if we can get I don't know, we put our target up here at that high liquidity up here, right? And let's see it here. Let's see it let's see this buying pressure come in. Okay. Measured move might be better to look for, 89 up here or so. And we put it up a little higher here at 90. Yeah, we'll take a look at crude in just a minute. Okay, so see the rotation here down below. Now, question is that enough to find buyers to rotate it back up? Okay, starting to find them. Now, question is, can we get buyers to break it here? And then we get our breakout. Well, it broke out very, very slightly, but you can see it just rotated back. Okay, or do we want to take profit here and just move on? Is it worth it? I'm still kind of holding for it here. Maybe just get a little bit higher. There we go. Look at that liquidity on the bid here. See that? And then what's the reaction? Gold is notorious for spoofing. In fact, you can see some of that kind of activity in here. If we zoom out a little bit more, you'll probably see it better. All right, guys. Maybe let's just we'll close this here and then move on. Let's take a look at Crude. We'll jump over here. Again, guys, this is not a trading room, just so you know, and set expectations. What we're doing is reading the order flow and wanting to show trade management around some of these areas in here. Okay, because we always got the question, well, okay, price, we're looking due to the order flow, we're looking for a price to do this or that, and then people always ask, well, okay, that's great, but then how do you get in? How do you manage it? And that's what we want to show. Okay, let's look at crude. All right, so interesting one here. Okay, pretty back and forth. Now, up here, we see this breakout of this range here. I mean, it's bashing on both sides, but look at the retest back up here. Now here we see buyers come in. They do not trade up to this 73.80 level, and then we get exhaustion up here. Okay, meaning that there's some buyers here, and then we retest back up there, and we don't see too many buyers. Okay, in fact, we see sellers in here. Okay, so typically, I mean, we still may see a breakout. We still may see buyers come back up here, but typically, due to a retest and exhaustion, we get sellers, and we'd be looking for the bottom of the range here. Okay, back down to, well, yeah, maybe 73.32 or so. Okay, so there it goes. In fact, why don't we just take a shot at it here? I don't know if I guess I can. In rhythmic. Okay. So I'll show you guys this. Like, I'm missing it here. It's already over. But what I'm able to do here, I'm connected to, let me show you here. I've got multiple connections here. I've got Bookmap data, I've got DX feed for stocks, Bookmap data is for futures, CME group futures. I've got also Rhythmic connected here, as well as our trading simulator. Our trading simulator connection here is for, if I go back to ES and Bookmap data, it is for this demo sim account here that we're trading into. All right, just so you guys know that that's how that works, and it's using this cross trading feature in here. Now for Rhythmic, I am also trading cross trading here, but I'm trading into a Rhythmic account here. I'm using Bookmap data, as you can see right here, BMD Bookmap data, but I'm trading into the Rhythmic account here. So for those of you using okay, boss man, we can head over to the NASDAQ in a little bit. Let me cover this in here, because a lot of you guys are trading those sim accounts or prop firm accounts, Apex, Top Step, whatever it might be. I mean, there's tons of them. We can connect to those as well, and you can trade from Bookmap into your prop trading service. Okay, so the way you do that, open up your configure add-ons in here, and then we'll open up the multi-account right here. Okay, and we can add, actually I don't have it turned on at the moment. Let's turn it on. Okay, and I can add, see, I have actually 3 accounts in here. I've got primary account of 60, and then this is from Rhythmic, 60.1 and 60.2, and you can see I put in a multiplier here of 2. You can put in 1.5, whatever it is you want, or 3 or 4, or here we'll put 4 down here, and then we can save it. So what that means is when I trade my primary account, I will also be sending orders in a multiplier of 2. So if I trade 1 contract here in Crude, in the 60 account, I will be trading 2 contracts of Crude into the 60.1 account, and I'll be trading 4 contracts in the 60.2 account here. All right, so this is a great add-on here. We can open up the panel, we can take a look here at our positions. Actually, we don't have any right now, but you can see our gold trade right here. Okay, 1 sell, 1 buy, and yeah, in the 60 account, as you can see. So that I only had the 60 account open. Now I've made the cross trading for multiple accounts. Okay, so here I'll show you. So if I set a limit order up here, let's go to the account. Working detected. Okay, open up the panel, and here it is right here. All right, it's set 3 different orders here. One, which is this one here, which I'm trading from, is that and it's a sell, obviously limit sell up here for the CL August contract here, Q for 2025, and then now for the 60.2, we had a multiplier of 4, so it's 4 contracts here, and 60.1 was a multiplier of 2, so you see it here as 2. Okay, so it's working great. This is a great way for you guys that have multiple accounts with Apex or Top Step or whatever prop service you're using. This is a great way to manage those accounts. Okay, so you just trade from one chart and spin those orders out into multiple accounts. All right, and I will cancel that order. NASDAQ, okay, we'll go over to NASDAQ here. NASDAQ, I haven't looked at it in quite a while. It's just so thin. It's actually picked up a little bit. It's not so bad now. Not so bad at all. All right. I've also got the Trader Map Pro here. So let's take a look at that. I'm going to add another column in here. All right, so what do we see in NASDAQ here? What's happening? I'm going to right click in here and go to the heat map settings. Okay, we'll start with the default and then we'll take it from there. And I'm going to filter it out a little bit. Lower and upper cutoff. And this is for the Trader Map Pro version too. So, all right, well, it looks like a pretty good target up here for these buyers. Let's see it, buyers. Let's see you hit it. NASDAQ, Nani, is really great to see how it reacts to high liquidity. Like right now, we see some high liquidity down here at 820, but I'm really looking for these buyers to take it higher. And let's see, can I trade this? Ooh. All right, let's try it. Let's give it a shot here. Looking for this high liquidity up here to transact, right? I really like the way the NASDAQ moves. It's you know, you'll watch it. Let's see how it plays into this 40 liquidity here, but really looking at this 44 liquidity here for it to transact. Okay, so looking for these buyers to reach that level and transact with them. Okay, we got a pullback. Let's see if we can get another move here. Okay, so it's just trading into this. Now we're probably going to get a pullback here, I imagine. Right? Just traded. No, we didn't. We didn't. So we got filled here, but it look how it did not. It traded here into that liquidity here at 40. It did not touch this 44 yet or 50 yet. Okay, but we're probably going to get it here. There, 44 just transacted, and we'll probably get a pullback. Okay, and then we look for the next target up here at 850. Nanny, we already looked at gold. Yeah, let's go back to the S&P and let's see if anyone has any other questions in here. It continues to climb out of the where did we traded down to this 11 or 10 liquidity level here, and now we're seeing the quite a few aggressors come in here. It looks pretty good. Yeah, I like this this area here, this structural area here. So 60-30, basically looking for those buyers to take it up into 60-30. And it probably won't be easy. You can see it trading into high liquidity up in these areas, and we're probably going to get a pullback now. And then maybe we can get one more push back up into 30. Oh, thanks, boss man. Yeah, I'm glad it helped. No, the best thing to do is seriously, do we offer education? Hell yeah, we do. So this is where you go. go to bookmap.com and click on education. And then go to, I would start with this for education. Now, the getting started course here is really about, all the different elements in Bookmap and volume dots and liquidity heat map and columns. And so this is more of kind of like user manual type of stuff. But if you have questions about those things, that's where to find them. Then the next step I would recommend is going to the market mechanics course. Click on this and then go through this video here. Okay, basic market mechanics here. This is it's essential to understand this. You can see how we go through this in a diagram form and simplify how you can understand how these markets operate and work. It is just not about candlesticks and indicators whatsoever. This is really, how the auction works. And we go through it in detail, right? With that understanding, then go back to Learning Center. And I would recommend going through these supply and demand setups in here. Okay, watch these in here and start to see them in the chart. The one that we've been kind of covering here has been this trend line break and accumulation. Here you can see high liquidity getting filled on the way down here. We're looking for our break, then we're looking for aggressor. So passive accumulation, aggressive accumulation, right after a structure break. Yeah, that'll be really helpful for you. So that'll get you going. And then the next step, though. So let me take you to the next step. Boss man, is the Bookmap Academy, and this is where probably the rubber is going to meet the road. So again, going back to bookmap.com, okay, and then click on the more button here, and then Bookmap Academy here, okay. And you can read through and you can apply here for the Bookmap Academy, and it's about journaling your trades and getting feedback from coaches. You can read through it here. We have a very robust, we have a great community, and I'll show you the Bookmap Academy over here on our Discord channel. If you scroll down a bit here under Bookmap Academy right here, this is our chat room. Click on that, and this is where you see all sorts of markups here. Here's Trading is Life. He's over here in the room right now. In this webinar, and he just posted this here, okay, and then he marked it up in here. This is what he's looking for. This is his checklist. This is his this was from the 18th actually, where he wants to get in, where he wants to get out, and then you get feedback in here from you can see the reaction from others, oh god, I got to keep up here. So you'll see all sorts of stuff in here. This is great learning, and you guys will learn from each other. Here's John, John 412. He's excellent trader. He's got his annotations here, beautifully marked up in here, learn from these guys, and ask questions, and give feedback, etc. This is a great area here. Okay, and then every Thursday at 4 p.m. we meet and we'll go through specific examples and open the mic for you guys as well to come in and explain what you were thinking in the trade, and then we will, as coaches, will give you feedback on that. Okay, we've got a handful of great coaches as well to give you that feedback. All right, so it's up to you. It's free to join. There's no cost to it. You will need to have bookmap.com credentials, but that's it. Okay. If you want to get feedback, you're going to have Bookmap. You can use the free version though if you want, and you would have it in delayed data or one crypto instrument. Okay, or just subscribe and start off and see what kind of feedback you get. All right, guys, you can see what happened here in this S&P. This is kind of a tough one, a tough move. I've always found these to be kind of tough to be honest, is this grinding move here. And look at these pullbacks in here. They're super shallow. And we're just seeing buyers, little pullbacks, tiny little pullbacks. This is the biggest pullback in this move here. It's right here. And it's only like, a few ticks basically. And what did we do? We traded not only into 30, up into kind of 31, 32 up here. And then we see sellers come in, and now we're seeing them start to drive it back down. Okay. Anyway, we did not see the structure break or change. It's been a pretty strong move. Actually, this isn't a bad setup. Why do I say that? Is if we look on a smaller time frame here, here's our break of structure, right? And another break of structure right here. So we're looking for high liquidity getting, this is that trend line break and accumulation one I've been covering a lot here. So high liquidity, high liquidity, high liquidity. This is really back and forth in here. You can see it how choppy it is, but it still went down. And we're looking for high liquidity getting filled on the bid. Now, it's not a whole lot down here actually in some of these areas. Then we see, look at the pull away right here. Okay, and it broke the structure, and there's high liquidity, but there's more buyers here. Boom, right through it, back up to the structure, but then it pulls back, but here they come again, and it's on buying pressure here. That's when we look for the move up to the top of the range, take some profit, try to hold for a bigger move. All right, so easy in hindsight, anyway, we've traded it a few times during this webinar. Okay, we can also look at the higher time frame in here. I think, yeah, this trend line, and I hate to go over trend lines like I continue to mention, but we're looking for just structure. It's market structure that we're looking at. So it doesn't matter what it doesn't have to be a trend line. It has to be market structure though, meaning multiple data points. Okay, so meaning that if we're in a downtrend, we put kind of a channel around it here, like this. We have a new channel tool. In fact, we can just demo that. Look at the channel here. Okay, and then finally it kind of broke here, right? So this is what we mean. You might be looking at your structure with volume and market profile. That's fine too. Might be looking at horizontal lines or price levels. Might be floor trader pivots, etc. Doesn't matter. Options levels. You guys looking at your options levels. Okay, that's all up to you. It's just market structure. What we want to understand is the order flow within the market structure. Okay, and that's what we're reading in here. Okay, that's that high liquidity and the volume context within the structure. I hope that makes sense. So as we can see, the selling coming in, but the structure, this little structure here is broken. Look how it retested the backside of it right there. And we found more buyers. We come back up to another structural area that was just kind of defined here, and we get more buyers. We're looking for it to trade to the next level up here. Okay? And then maybe you can go further, and where it dropped from here, not bad. Well, anyway, get the idea. BTC USDT, I don't know what you want to understand from it. We are a data provider also for crypto. So if I click on the plus tab here and select Bookmap Data, and this data is free for crypto. Okay, now for the type, click on the type here, and you're going to go with either perpetual or spot. Since this USDT, we'll go with perpetual. And then this is a great product we put together here called multi-book, meaning the exchange here is there's multiple exchanges: Binance Futures, Bybit, OKEx, and BitGet. 4 exchanges for USDT tether here. Okay. And then we just click subscribe. We can look at $50 a tick, $100 a tick, whatever it is that you prefer in granularity, and we'll open it up. Okay, what is the stop run e-cycle? Well, it just means that there are multiple stops being triggered, and it so many stops are triggered, and it runs and sweeps an order book with nothing but stops. Okay, so it'll take all the liquidity at one level and go to the next, and take all the liquidity there and go to the next one, and we know that those are all stops. So for example, here's 400 or 229 up here. Let's take a look at it. Okay, we zoom in, you can see it. Actually, let's clear our drawings first. When we zoom in, you can see it was aggregated. So I'm going to take best bid and offer off just so we can see the stop run. Here it is. Okay, right in front of us. The first stop was triggered right here, and this is all fact. There's no way getting around it. It's not an indicator in that sense. This is showing you precisely that this buy here was a stop order that was triggered. Okay, now how do we know it's a stop loss order? Well, we don't. It could be someone buying with a stop order entering. Okay, in this case though, I would likely say that this is a stop run. Well, it's a stop run. I would say that they're exiting the market. Okay, because we see nothing but buys here, moving that market higher up to this point, and then a bit more, and then at 106, totally filled. Okay, this this order from this point to here were all the order types were a stop. So it moved 1, 2 ticks basically. Okay, sometimes we see this move 10 points, or not 10 points, 10 ticks. Okay, not just two ticks. Anyway, that's the stop run, and there's a lot more information out there about it. Okay. All right, let's turn on best bid and offer again, and let's zoom back out. Guys, we're coming to the end of the webinar, so let's see here if there's any last minute questions. Guys, hit the like button there, please. We put a lot into our education to offer you guys, so get something back from you would be nice. Give us some feedback. All right. Boy, bigger picture here. I don't know. We see the buyers come back in, but are we really at a key level here? Let's jump back to our candlestick chart. Not really. I don't see much in here, guys. In fact, if anything, like trading is life, you VWAP traders, you can see we just kind of spiked through the VWAP here and traded up to this structural level that we broke down from here. Okay, so I would look for maybe this momentum continuation to the downside and maybe fill the gap, down here someplace, or at least down to 6,000 here, right? Down to 6,000 looks pretty good. Anyway, that's kind of more medium time frame or picture here. All right, let's take a quick look at our BTC USDT, 104,000. All right. Let's take a look into any other questions here in the all markets. Thanks, Nuke. Guys, let's wrap it up. So thanks for coming, everybody. Have a great weekend, and we will catch up with you on Monday. Yep. Yeah, have a great time. We got some holidays coming up here. Well, we had one on Thursday, but 4th of July, etc. Summer's just kicking off. So here in the U.S. All right, have fun, everyone, and we will catch up with you on Monday. Yep, take care. Bye bye.